Welcome back to the By Design Podcast. I'm your host, Ronnie Knuckles. So this episode is actually going to be used for more of an announcement. Over the last few weeks, we've been discussing internally what we want to do with the show. We are nearing the end of season 1, so this show has been live now for 1 year. And coming into year 2, we are going to be changing some things. The first thing is we're going to be kind of redesigning our studio. We're going to be coming up with some better backdrop and better lighting so that we can put out more high quality content for the show. And we're also going to be changing up the way we do the podcast kind of overall. So we're going to continue with our Bible study. Our next episode is actually going to be picking back up in Mark. We're going to be picking back up in Mark 3:7. And by the way, this will be coming back out on May 4th. So it'll be that first Monday in May. We'll be taking a break, throughout that time to prepare. But when we do come back, we're going to be picking it back up in Mark 3, verses 7. But we're going to be having some different formats to the show that we haven't done throughout this first year. We've had a ton of guests on that I am super grateful for. I got to meet a lot of really cool people through this show. We've produced 45 episodes in year 1. Our hope is to get to 100 by the end of year 2. But we want to make sure we do it right. We don't want to continue on the path of, getting content out, but not making sure it's the best of quality. So we're going to take these next, 2 months, month and a half to really prepare and make sure that the quality of the content is top notch. We are also going to be dialing back the guests that we have on the show. I think we've had some really cool, valuable guests, but I think God's kind of leading us to a place where we talk about Him on the podcast as a priority. And, I think we do a good job of that in our Bible study episodes, but Tim and I specifically will be coming out with episodes where it's just he and I. We sit down, we have some more one-on-one type conversations, but we get to really dive into the Bible on a deeper level, and we just have a lot of plans in that way. And so we want to make sure that we step back to do that properly. But this show has been listened to in 15 different countries across the world, from Barbados to Israel to Russia. It's gotten thousands of downloads. It's been listened to all over the United States, and I am super grateful for each and every one of you who have shared this show, and we're really looking forward to season 2, which again will be starting on May 4th. So if you haven't listened to every episode we put out yet, there's 45 of them. Go back to 1 and listen all the way through. You'll actually kind of get to hear how we progressed throughout our first year of podcasting. Man, it was a blessing to be able to do, and it is a lot of work, especially running a business full-time. And again, we also have a marketing agency that is adjacent. It really is the funding behind the podcast. Without that agency, we wouldn't even be able to do this. So we have to make sure that is a well-oiled machine, and we also need to make sure that the podcast is set up to be produced well, which will be coming out on May 4th. The background, if you watch it on video or see any of our clips, like our entire layout will look completely different. So it's going to be fun. We're excited about it. But thank you all again for listening to us. Please continue to share the show in the meantime, and we'll be putting out some announcements on our social media at By Design Podcast. Again, our logo it's really an outline of my face, but it's a purple background, yellow logo. Please go follow us and share this show. We would greatly appreciate it. Thank you all for listening. We will see you in May.